And so it begins. So you guys may remember, well, I'm sure you all remember me being punched in the head at my daughter's dance class after they won't tell me locations, times of wrestling, dance, X, Y, and Z. And so the judge said that they had to tell me, and everything was fine with Geno coming. He stood there in the corridor hallway I would have to pass him to get out of the little room that all the parents sat in, but that's where I was to sit, and I stood the whole time, always in the window, watching my daughter. That's where I stood because that's why I was there. But apparently, he was scared of me, so as he said yesterday, so he took Melissa, him and Melissa decided Melissa's going to bring her the next time, and that is the time that I was punched in the head and my phone smashed on the ground. So, which I was not recording. I should have been. So anyways, then I have an emergency hearing. I have a concussion. I was in the hospital. This is the last thing I need is to be being hit in the head again. So then we have this emergency hearing. Of course, it goes horribly wrong. Judge bans me from sports. She sends this handwritten motion, banning me, that you can hardly read the handwriting at all. It's illegible. And technically, she cannot do that, and I will have to read through my court transcripts, but after that day, there's been plenty of times that the judge said after that, she never banned me from sports. She never banned me from sports. This is what she says. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to want to start going again. I'm asking times and for cheer and football. They won't tell me. A lot of these games are falling on my custody time. So the first game that fell on my custody time, Geno invited me to go on the Wizard. And the plan was for me to leave with the kids because the game, started after it was my time to have them. So I let everybody know I was coming to the game. Everybody knows our situation is crazy, and I still have a PFA against him. The last time I was at sports, I was punched in the head. So I need to let Coach Tim know that the kids are leaving with me today, and I'm going to be there. And so they set it up, Coach Tim and Coach Brandon, to have Geno sit on the opposite side of the field, which was the Trafford side, I don't know. We were at the Trafford field. So he was sitting on the one side, I was sitting in front of the cheerleaders. I recorded a lot of that game of my daughter cheering, and you can see I sat there just fine. And actually, I talked to Brandon when I got there, Coach Brandon, and I talked to him on the phone before that, and he said, everything is fine. We talked to Geno, kids are leaving with you. He's sitting over there. Everything's great. We're happy you're here. I said, I love you. Thank you for working that out for us. So then I'm sitting there for the game, perfectly fine. Everything's fine. I'm watching, happy to see my son play football and my daughter cheer. I'm looking around for Christian, and I did mention to Coach Tim if they could please send Christian over. I don't see him anywhere, and he's not answering his phone, and he's harassing me on the Wizard, and I don't know. I'm asking for Christian, and I don't know where he is. So then the game is over. So all the proud parents are walking down to get their children. And are any children escorted to their parents really after a game? No, they just go to their parents come down, and they come off the field, So that's what I was, walking with them, and they see me, and the cheer coach tells them to come over there right now with her. And Caleb puts his head down, he's looking at me. I'm like, come to mom, we're leaving, come to mom. And she's telling me to go away, and I'm like, is this seriously happening? And I was like, they're leaving with me, it's my court order time. And she's going like this, and then she starts dragging them across the field as they were walking to me, and I was right there at the gate for them to come out, and she literally rips them away from me and drags them across the field and shooing me away and telling me to go away. My kids are looking back at me and then takes them over to Melissa and Geno. And then that is when I started to try to record, but I was like, I yelled something because, you know, they're across the field, like, you're interfering with a court order. You're interfering with the court order. At this time, I'm on the phone. I call Coach Brandon because I'm like, Brandon, this cheer coach is stealing my kids from me. And at this time, she's laughing and waving and waddling her big butt. So, and waving and laughing at me. And then I went to the police station, Murraysville. I probably should have gone to Trafford. I don't know. So, but Brandon was like, what, you know, and then it was just like too late. Like, what are they going to do? They don't fucking give a fuck, you know? But that traumatized my kids. That kept me another day from my children. She had no business interfering. That's kidnapping. And that traumatized me as a mom. I did nothing wrong. And then I went to the police station, and we can all watch together once I find that video that I recorded after leaving the game on the way to the police station of what happened. I'll find it, and we can all relive that moment together. So anyways, the police are not going to interfere with the PFA. You know, they suck, blah, 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 plus whatever. So then I file another emergency hearing because I didn't get to see my kids that day after that. And then it becomes this whole fiasco, as these dum-dums should have known. So then it's all this stuff, and he's lying, and he's still talking about this in the spousal support hearing 2 days ago, and saying how I was causing a scene and doing this and doing that. And so Adam Gorzelski then said when we were in court for emergency hearing for that day, said he was going to contact the cheer coach and the football coaches. Well, A, either the football coaches didn't respond, or B, he didn't contact them because he knew that it was going to be in my favor. I'm not sure. But C, he did get a hold of this Jessica Carter, and she gave a statement to the court saying that I should never come back to sports. I forget her statement, but there's absolutely no reason for it. You're the one who broke the law and did something horrible to my children and to myself. I did nothing to you. I did nothing wrong at that game. And anybody who saw me there, any parents who know me and are not going to fucking stab me in my back, know that's a fact. And I have on my Jen Jeswali Facebook, or maybe it's this Facebook, Jennifer Jeswali, I have that game posted public. You can see it was perfectly fine as every game, other than when Melissa is yelling at me, throwing shit down at me, walking along my heels, which happened at a game when she first showed up in this picture, because she's a fucking bully. So anyways, I'm not going to let her get away with it. Obviously, I already have my civil court lawsuit papers here, and I will complete those. I'm like so ready. This is something I get to work on this weekend. I will complete that, and then obviously I will have to show the judge the YouTube videos. Oh, and then like weeks later, I post that video, blah, 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 talk about the cheer coach. I have to find that post of what I posted after all of this happened. Then something happened. Oh, I was trying to, I forget. Well, she said that horrible thing to Adam, and I like messaged her something shitty, like, why are you doing this to us? Like, you jealous, whatever I said, you know? So then like 2 weeks go by after that. I got the bitch blocked on Facebook, and I'm working, and I have the police officer, Murraysville police officer, call me. And this just happens to be the same day. Why are you contacting me like 4 weeks after this incident? That Jessica Carter is the one hurting us and harassing my family. And she did criminal acts that day. I did nothing wrong. I am a mother trying to see her children, who's the one that had them involved in all of these sports before all of this. So trying to get me in trouble. Now you're trying to get me in trouble the same day that that Melissa is tripping the fuck out, because it was just confirmed once again. God knows when we're going to be divorced because of this master, and we have to pay him all this money And all of this shit, this custody battle, because he won't, if they would give me the kids back, we could get divorced way quicker, because now it's in appellate court, and it will never be out of appellate court. I will never stop appealing and fighting this and doing all of these things, you know, if I don't get my kids back. So that was a part of a revenge vendetta. Melissa, why are you called as friends with this Jessica and had her call the police on me the same day that we found out that we weren't going to be divorced for God knows how much longer? So that's that's harassment. That's harassing me. That's hitting me while I'm down. You're doing this to me. I don't even know you, but you need removed from this coaching position immediately and kept away from my daughter and my son. You should no longer be the coach or a part of this FR Cheer Association anymore. And I will be working on this, and I will be submitting it probably Monday morning if I have time before court that afternoon. If not, after court, definitely Tuesday. It's getting submitted probably Monday morning. It will not take long to file it. And then I will look for my other videos, or my video that day, and upload it.